All right, guys, welcome back. I'm Laura Wilkie with Down Home with Lemon Pie, and this video is for my curriculum week. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you what I'm using with my second and kindergartners this school year for their core subjects. Hey guys, real quick, I want to tell you about my new curriculum. It's Heroes a Character, and it is a character-based curriculum that you can use during morning time, tea time, or bedtime. It seamlessly blends science, nature studies, heroes, history, and character traits and skills that you want your kids to learn. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, head over to my website. It's downhomewithlemonpie.com and check it out for yourself. Okay guys, welcome back. If you're brand new to my channel, this is curriculum week, so welcome. You chose a great time to start watching because this week I am releasing a brand new video every single day showing you guys what I'm doing in my own home for the upcoming school year of 2021-2022. And I have 6 kiddos. They are 10, 8, 7, 5, and then I have twins that are 3 and 1 more on the way. And we are so excited because in our home, I do a lot of our education learning activities together as a family. So if you missed my first video, I showed all of the things we're doing for like our family subjects. And then in the second video, I showed some things that we're going to be adding on in addition to that. My third video, if you missed it, was all the core subjects like the reading, writing, math, those kinds of things, language arts, all those things, for my 5th grader and 3rd grader, and this one is for my 2nd grader and kindergartner. I do have another video coming up tomorrow, and in that video I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be doing with my kindergartner. We are doing something a little different. We use My Father's World curriculum, and they have the family learning cycle. And so it usually starts at 3rd grade, but I am joining in my 2nd grader with that group. So my 2nd, 3rd, and 5th grader are doing a lot of the same things together. But then since my 2nd grader's kind of on that flex side, he's going to be also joining in with my kindergartner, and I will be adding some extra things for my kindergartner to focus on. That whole thing is centralized, I guess, around the alphabet. So I'm excited to share it with you because I have designed it myself, and I'm so excited to get started on that. But this video is for my 2nd and kindergartners core subjects, so let's get started on that. So I'm doing a few new things and a few old things with my littlest guy, my kindergartner this year. We love the Rod and Staff, the ABC series. If you are not familiar with that, it's the ABC series, and there are, I think, 7 books that each one starts with a letter of the alphabet, A, and then it has all the things, and then B. Anyway, so we have done all of the books except for the last 3 with him, and I flipped through them. I considered them putting them aside for my 3-year-olds when they get a little bit bigger, and I flipped through them, and I really think that he's going to benefit from just going ahead and completing that series. So we are going to complete that series kind of at the same time that we are starting our kindergarten lessons, and I think it's going to be just fine. But that is this here. So this is the DEF books that are at the end of that series. And I just love them. I see it has like handwriting, which I didn't order him a handwriting book because of this. And it has some other fun things, just some phonics things, some math things. It's just kind of like some cutting and pasting, just kind of like a really kind of encompasses all of the things. So I wanted to go ahead and continue that with him. So like I said, we have D, E, and F. So we're going to go ahead and continue those with him, especially in the beginning of our school year. Yeah, definitely with the first semester, probably. Okay, so another thing that I always do every year with my little guys is the Anno's math. This year I am adding level 3 because in the past I had Anno's counting book. We are only going to be doing this book because this only goes up to number 12. We're only going to be doing this book as kind of a review, and probably with my kindergartner and my 3-year-olds, for about the first week of school. After that, we're going to move on to Anno's math games. This is the first one, and then I also have level 2 and level 3. I got these on thrift books because they're kind of hard to find, but I love them so much. It is a fun and easy way to sit together and get those beginning math skills, and it's done in a way that you can just sit together and do it without a lot of upset or a lot of writing, because they're already doing writing here and in another book that I have. It's just a super fun way. It's done in like a story version, which we like to do Charlotte Mason and classical learning, so it just follows right in line with all of that. So we will do Anno's math games 1, 2, and 3 with him. That should take us through the whole school year, and that's not us doing them every day, because I have a lot of extra math manipulatives and things like that that we will be adding in as well. If you saw my video where I showed you where I was organizing my homeschool, you saw a lot of the things that we have on our hands, so we're going to be using those as well. If you didn't, go check that video out too. Something brand spanking new to our home this year is I am going to be doing with this guy the Good and the Beautiful, the Level K primer. I'm not sure how to pronounce it because I always hear it both ways, but we're going to be doing this course book. My plan is that this book will only take us the first few months, and then I will order him the Kinder version, and that will take us through the rest of the year. From what I was reading, the Kinder version is a big jump from this one, so I did not want to skip this because he needs this. He also does reading eggs. We have a subscription to that, and he really excels at that, so I wanted to go ahead and just cement all of that. We've done reading. The reading lesson is how I taught my oldest 3 to read, and it's a great program. I still love it. However, Mama is getting a little burnt out with that same book. So I'm going to try this for this little guy, and I already love the way it looks. I'm hoping that he'll do really well with this, and that it won't take us very long. It just walks you through what to do and what to say, and what he needs to do, and it's just really, really good, I think. So you'll have to check back. I will do updates throughout the school year, and you can see how this is going. Along with that came some downloadable songs. When I ordered that, it was like a packet, and it also came with this little My First Reading book. So we will use this. I guess it just tells us when to read it. It's super simple, and honestly, he can probably, just from doing reading eggs this summer, he can probably already read most of these words. But I think it'll be a good thing to have it in like a book for him to build his confidence. Okay, so with my 5th grader and 3rd grader, we are doing God in the History of Art together. That's what they're going to do together. But my 2nd grader and my kindergartner, that's a little advanced for them. So I did pick up for them the Good and the Beautiful Creative Arts and Crafts Project book. I've already made multiple copies of the ones that we need copies of, but it's just basically a craft book. The table of contents is here, and you can kind of see what the crafts are going to be. Honestly, none of these crafts what am I trying to say? None of these crafts are so challenging that you can't figure them out on your own. You really didn't even need this book. You could just get on Pinterest and find some random crafts. That's the kind of things that are in this book. However, I did like that it was all put together for me, that everything was organized, and I could just open it and say, okay, here's what we're going to do, and we could do it. So you can see, like, that's just stamping your thumbprint to make a pineapple shape. Like, that's super simple. You could have just looked at Pinterest and figured it out on your own. Same with this one. But again, having it here kind of gives me a plan and a way to make sure that we're just not skipping things that maybe I would want to do, because otherwise I honestly would probably do like 3 crafts a year. I love crafts, but with so many things going on in our home, I honestly, at this point, would probably just say, oh, wait, we forgot to do that, so we haven't done it. So this gives me something hard copy that I can say, oh, okay, let's reference this and see what we need to do. Okay, so let's move on to my second grader. He started the Rod and Staff reading series in first grade, and he did the first couple books here, but he did not get to the book that has units 5 and 6, which is this book and this workbook. And each of those units is about 30 lessons, is exactly 30 lessons rather. And so this won't take him long to do. We'll do probably one lesson a day, maybe two. And I just really love it though. He reads the little story, and they get longer as he goes through, and then the practice words, and then he goes to that lesson in the book, and it's just a 2-page spread like this where it has those same words and he has to answer the questions. It doesn't take him long. I love it. We've been using it with all 3 of my oldest kids. And so I do want him to go ahead and complete this series because it really cements their phonics and reading skills. So I'm going to have him go ahead and continue that. We're also going to continue levels 3 and 4 and explode the code. He did 1 and 2 in first grade. So we're going to go ahead and do 3 and 4. Again, this won't take him very long. I had intended for him to do all 4 in first grade, but he wasn't able to get all that, and that's okay. So I'm just going to have him do them now that we're in second grade. And since he's in second grade, he's a little bit more adept and fluent with reading. So I think they'll actually go a lot quicker as he's going through them. So I'm really not worried about it. But I'll probably do, the way I usually do this book is it has like lessons. So lesson 4, and I tell the kids, you have to start on lesson 4 on Monday, and when you get to lesson 5, then that's the next Monday. So you have 1 week to do the whole lesson. So if you want to do all the pages on Monday, that's fine. If you want to spread it out and do 2 or 3 a day for the whole week, that's fine too. And I have had kiddos do both ways. My oldest wanted to do the whole thing, so she would just blaze through it in one day and then wait till the next week to continue. And my second daughter did it the other way, where she was like, okay, I'll just do 2 pages, and then would get to Friday and have a couple extra pages that she had to make up. So either way it works, but that helps them be able to do it independently without my help. For handwriting, we're going to continue pen time. This is the transition book. It starts out print and then it transitions to cursive. So he is going to be learning cursive as well. These books, it doesn't have it on the back here. I was hoping it did, but I get these on Rainbow Resource, and the reason I love this program is it's so good and easy. I love the way it's written out like that. You can see they can trace the inside of the letter there to practice it. And here's some of the cursive at the back. But I also really love the price. These books usually cost me about $5 a piece. So for 3 kids, 15 bucks, give or take. And I love it. I just love it. So anyway, we're going to continue what we started. For spelling, he will be starting spelling by Sound and Structure. This is the same spelling series that my older 2 girls were also working on. And I showed you in their video that the way I have them do it is the first day, Monday, they just practice the top words. Tuesday, they do part A. Wednesday, they do part B. And then for the little guy, because that's all there is for him, he just practices them or has a test on Thursday. The bigger kids have a part C that they do, and then theirs is on Friday. So easy peasy. Again, something he can open up, do on his own, and does not need me to babysit him to do it, which is necessary if you are like me and have 6 kids or 7 or more or whatever, and you need a way that they can just be really independent on their lessons. Grammar, I will be working with him one-on-one. This will be his first year to start this grammar series. It's the same one the girls are doing. It's by Rod and Staff. The girls' books come with a workbook. This is the textbook, and you don't actually buy the textbook. You just buy it one time, and then every child after that uses that, and if it has a workbook with it, you add the workbook. And they're really inexpensive. That's why I love it. But his his does not have a workbook. If it has for him to write stuff, like right here it says write from memory the Bible verse that tells how all things should be done, which it's reviewed before. That'll be something he'll just do like on paper, like in a journal or something. So that's it. We will do this together, and it will be kind of our time to work together. It is broken down, I think, into 6 units. Let me double check before I tell you wrong. Yeah, it's broken down into 6 units, which is perfect because I have broken down our school year into 6 terms of about 6 weeks each. So I'll just plan to do 1 unit per term, and that'll be easy. All right, for math for this guy, math I have floated around for a long time with my 2nd graders. When they get to 3rd grade, we start them on teaching textbooks and continue that throughout. But when they're little bitty, like the kindergarten, we do the annos, and then 1st and 2nd grade, usually 1st grade, I just buy them some of those cheap addition and subtraction workbooks, and then that's it, like the Dollar Tree ones or something like that. And that's what we practice, plus our math games that are on this shelf over here. But every year when I get to 2nd grade, I have a hard time really cementing a curriculum that I like for math for 2nd grade, because I don't want to go all in on something that's going to cost me an arm and a leg if we're only going to do it for 2nd grade, because in 3rd grade, like I said, we start teaching textbooks. So it's always been kind of up in the air. We've done several different things. One year, my friend just gave us a math book, and we just used that, whatever it was. And let's see, last year, my 3rd grader who was in 2nd grade, she did the, it's by the Reading Eggs group, Math Seeds math book. And she really liked that, but it had a lot of things for Common Core that I was not happy with. And several times throughout the book, I would have to say, she would say, I don't understand this. And I would just say, okay, just cross this out, skip it. Or we're going to not do it like they say, we're going to do it like this. And I didn't want to have to keep doing that. So that being said, I am going back to a program that I used when my oldest was in kindergarten, and I really liked it. But we pulled away from it for no particular reason, other than it was cheaper at that point to just buy the little workbooks from Dollar Tree. So I am going back to that program with my 2nd grader this year, and I'm hoping that it is such a good fit that we can just continue that, because it's so much easier to have one thing that you just continue with all the kids than to have to pick a new thing every single year. So that being said, it is Horizons. This is the 1st book, because I've only ordered him the 1st book, but there's 2 books for the school year. So this will be like up till Christmas, and then he'll get another book that is the same. And it'll be book 2. But it is, each book is 80 lessons. So we just divide that by how many days we have from when we start until the Christmas time. And it ends up being, I believe, about 3 to 4 lessons a week. So that's what we'll do, especially because we do a Sabbath schedule. So anyway, that's how I schedule it. But I should do another video on how I schedule it all. Anyway, it already looks like it's going to be a good fit. It doesn't have weird things like the Math Seeds book had some weird ways that they were teaching them and different things. I haven't seen any of that yet. So again, stay tuned, and I'll let you know if I see any of that as we go through the year, because I'll do monthly updated videos like I did last year when we did exploring countries and cultures. So anyway, thanks for watching. That is what I am doing with the core subjects like the reading, language arts, writing, math lessons for my kindergartner and 2nd grader. Stay tuned, because tomorrow I am going to show you what I am doing with my kindergartner as his kinder curriculum, and I'm excited to share it with you guys because it's brand new for us this year. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.